today we are doing a cheap eats food tour. So everything we eat today is going to be a full meal for $12 or less. Usually for my cheap eats videos, I would try to do it under $10, but in the past few years, there's been a lot of inflation. The cost of like everything has gone up by a lot. So today we're doing a $12 limit. And yeah, if you guys like these kinds of cheap eats videos, make sure to hit that thumbs up. That lets me know that you want to see more of them. And without further ado, let's head to the first stop. Alright, so our first stop on this Cheap Eats South Bay food tour, we are at Egghead Sando Cafe. They are known for their breakfast sandwiches, and the one that I got today is called the Chick. And basically inside there's fried egg, some arugula, some sort of sauce, as well as a huge piece of fried chicken. It smells like it's seasoned with spices that they put on like Taiwanese fried chicken, like the huge chicken cutlets from the night market. It's kind of like that, but in like a breakfast sandwich. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this thing is huge, so it's definitely worth the $10.75. Oh my gosh. In that first bite, all I could get was the chicken, and it's so crispy and has a lot of good flavor too. That bread is nice and soft and pillowy, and then from the chicken you get the crispiness, and the inside it's really juicy. I think they use chicken thigh, so it has that nice juiciness to it. And then you get the flavor of the fried egg, and the arugula helps like brighten it up and adds a little freshness to it. Whew, it actually has a little bit of kick to it. Like the more that I eat it, the spice is kind of building up. Not that it's super spicy or anything, but you can definitely taste it. But I just love the combination of flavors here with the spices on the chicken, and it's so juicy and crispy, and then you got the flavor from the egg and the arugula, and the creamy mayo also really helps, because since the chicken is so crispy, you want that kind of like moistness from the mayo. It's really nice. This sandwich is so worth it. I think for breakfast you could even split this between two people and you'll both have full happy bellies. Like, this thing is huge. Alright, now we are at our second stop, which actually I have featured on this channel before, and it's Paik's Noodle. I love their jjajangmyeon, and it's such an affordable price. Of course, the price has gone up over the years, but it's still under our $12 limit. So we have the black bean sauce on top, and then we have the chewy noodles, as well as some cucumber. So let's go ahead and mix this up. Oh, look at those noodles. They look so springy. And in the sauce, there's black bean, pork, and onion. And it's super flavorful because they make it in the wok. So it has that like wok hay, which is the breath of the wok. It adds this like smokiness to it. I'm like getting ahead of myself already describing what it tastes like without eating it, because oh, it's so good. My mouth is watering right now. Look at that noodle bowl. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. That noodle texture is on point. So springy and chewy and bouncy. It's like soft too, and it absorbs the flavor of the sauce super well. The black bean sauce packs so much flavor in there, and you get the little bits of pork and onion, and that wok hay, breath of the wok flavor is so strong. It just adds this extra smoky and umami-ness to it that you really can't get from any other method of cooking, I feel like. Here they also give you a side of pickled radishes, and these are definitely necessary because the bowl of noodles, it's very heavy and rich. You need these little pickled radishes to break it up. So crunchy, refreshing, and acidic, and a little bit sweet too. Another plus from ordering this is that it comes with so much of the black bean sauce that I just take it home and make some other noodles with it, and I have a second meal just out of the sauce alone. Alright, next up, we just went to Falafel's Drive-In, and this is a really iconic place in San Jose. They were even featured in Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives with Guy Fieri, and I personally grew up watching that show, so it's just exciting to go to a place that he went to on that show. I got their large gyro for $11. Oh my gosh, look how loaded this thing is. There's tons of meat in there, as well as lettuce, tomato, cucumbers, the sauce, all in this hefty pita. Oh my gosh, that meat has such nice flavor. It's tender. It pairs perfectly with the soft pita. And this thing is huge. I feel like this could even be 2 meals. It's just stuffed with meat. They're definitely generous with the fillings in here. Literally each bite, I just see more and more meat. And then the pita can get a bit dry, but they're also generous with that sauce. So it helps add this moisture and creaminess. I'm literally shook with how much meat they stuffed in here. I know I keep saying it, but it's a lot of meat. They also asked me if I wanted hot sauce, and if you're gonna ask me if I want hot sauce, the answer will always be yes. Ooh, that's kind of a lot. Whoa, this hot sauce, it does have a little kick, but it also tastes really ketchup-y. It's almost like a spicy ketchup. Very interesting. I've never had this kind of hot sauce with my gyro or pita before, but I don't mind it. It does add a nice flavor. Our next stop is Banh Beo ToLan. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but I'll put the name on the screen. So basically, they have a very simple menu. They pretty much only sell one thing, which is banh beo, and they sell 50 pieces for $9. What? So let's go ahead and open this up. Oh my goodness. This thing has a good amount of weight to it. I mean, there's 50 pieces. And basically, these are kind of like little rice cakes. I believe it's made out of rice flour and tapioca flour. And then it's topped with some dried shrimp, some scallions. Also looks like there's some maybe mung beans on there as well. They also give you this little container of fish sauce. Since I'm eating in the car, I don't want to bother with the fish sauce and stuff. I'll eat it properly with the fish sauce when I get home, but we're gonna try it on its own. Wow, it has such a nice, soft and chewy texture, kind of like a cross between like a mochi and a jelly. The rice cake works as like a nice blank canvas for the dried shrimp to really shine, and you do get that flavor of scallions as well. I feel like this works well as an appetizer, but also since they give you 50 for $9, it could totally be a meal as well. And then I also actually have a little bonus for you guys. This I wasn't originally planning on including on our food tour, but right next to the banh beo place, there's a banh cuon place, which is the Vietnamese rice rolls. And if you guys have been on this channel for a while, you know that we cannot pass up banh cuon, especially my mom. That's like her favorite dish ever. So when I saw it next door, I had to check it out. They sell their banh cuon by the pound. So I ended up ordering a pound of their pork banh cuon. They did, I think, give me a little more than a pound, but for 1 pound, it's $6.50. You could almost get 2 pounds for our $12 limit. Look how filled this thing is. It's quite hefty as well. Again, it did come with some fish sauce, but like I said, I'm in the car. I don't really want to like bother with the fish sauce right now, so I'm just gonna try it really quick on its own. It looks super silky. The rice noodle rolls are really nice and soft and bouncy, and it has a good chew to it as well. It pairs perfectly with the pork filling inside. It has like woodier mushrooms, and the pork is so flavorful too. I'm not quite sure what they use to flavor or season the pork with, but it's really good. I will definitely be taking my mom here to this banh cuon place. She's gonna love it. All right, we are at our next stop, which is Olioli Hawaiian BBQ, and they have a lot of different things to choose from here. They have your Hawaiian barbecue, they have katsu, they have spam musubis, but what we ended up ordering today is the Loco Moco. They have 2 sizes. They have a mini and a regular, and so their mini size is just under $12 at $11.99. Even though it's their mini size, it definitely has a good amount of food here. You got the steamed white rice, you have some mac salad, we have the hamburger patty with a fried egg on top, and that silky gravy. All right, let's cut into this egg. Oh my gosh. I am a sucker for a runny yolk. Just look at that. All right, we got the perfect bite here with some of the hamburger patty, gravy, egg, and rice. Loco Moco is the epitome of comfort food. It's like once you eat it, you just have a warm hug in your stomach. It has a nice meaty patty. The gravy is super flavorful and umami. The mac salad here is also really nice. It has a good amount of mayo, but not too much mayo, and also doesn't have too much other things in it. So it's a very nice classic mac salad. I mean, of course, nothing compares to the Loco Moco in Hawaii, but you also can't go wrong with rice, hamburger, gravy, and egg. Definitely would recommend if you're looking for a quick, comforting, affordable meal. next stop is Huong Lan Sandwiches. I hope I said that okay. We just stopped by their Milpitas location. They also have a location in San Jose, and I actually used to go to the one in Newark all the time. So they have all different kinds of banh mi. They have grilled chicken, they have cold cut, but my go-to here is actually their grilled pork banh mi. Oh my gosh, the baguette looks nice and crispy. Do you guys hear that? Hopefully it's crispy but fluffy on the inside and doesn't hurt the roof of my mouth, because I know you guys know what I'm talking about. When the banh mi hurts the roof of your mouth, it makes the banh mi experience not as pleasant. But let's give this a try. Really nice and crispy top. I'm sure you guys can hear that through the camera. That has a crunch. And the filling is so good. You got that grilled pork, which already has a lot of flavor, but then you also get the pickled carrots and daikon and the little spiciness of the jalapeno and the freshness from the cilantro. A really well-rounded sandwich. With every bite, you just get a little bit of everything, which I personally love, because I hate when I eat a sandwich and one bite is all the meat and the other bite is all the vegetables. This one layered perfectly. That is delish, affordable, bringing back childhood memories. I mean, what more could you ask for from a sandwich? Alright, we just stopped by Pinoy BBQ ATBP. Not quite sure what the ATBP part stands for, but I have personally been craving Filipino food for a long time. Ever since I filmed the Only Eating Filipino Food for 24 Hours video, I have really been craving Filipino food, and I already loved Filipino food before that video, but that video made me love it even more. Let's open this up. Oh my goodness. Just look at that vibrant color of the skewers. We got their 2 pork skewers over rice, and this was $9.50. Oh, it smells so good. And in the Eating Filipino Food for 24 Hours video, I tried this place called Philam Cuisine in Daly City, and that place is so good. It got me hooked on Filipino barbecue. But anyway, just look at how shiny and glistening this pork skewer is. Oh my gosh, that is one big piece of meat. I love the flavor of the barbecue sauce on it. It's like sweet and tangy and smoky and savory. It has like all the good flavors that you want, and it pairs perfectly with the pork, which is nice and fatty. It is a little bit chewy, but not like tough or anything, and just so flavorful. Ooh, you can see all those meat juices and the sauce just dripping down onto the rice. They just go together so well. The rice perfectly balances out and complements the juicy, sweet, tangy barbecue sauce and the pork. It has a very reminiscent flavor of like Hong Kong Tasiu barbecue pork over rice as well. This one is definitely more saucy though, but the flavor profile is very similar. My Filipino barbecue skewer craving is satisfied. Alright, it is a few days later. It's because on the other day that I was filming, it was a Monday, and some of the places were closed, so we're back a few days later with a special guest, Mom! When she heard I was doing Cheap Eats video, she said, I have to be part of it.
I love cheap eats.
She loves cheap stuff in general. So yeah, we're gonna do the last 3 spots with Mom here today. So let's head into the first stop. Well, actually, not the first stop, because I did other stops before this. So the 8th stop.
Yeah, let's go. These are Christmas cactus, and they are so pretty. How many buds? Crazy, right? So pretty.
Oh, Mom and her plants. I told Mom she belongs here because look at all the plants. If you guys don't know, Mom literally has like 300 plants at home. Is it 300?
No.
Is it?
No.
How many?
I'm propagating, so I don't know how many I can keep alive.
So, could be 300?
Could be.
Mom!
More!
Alright, we just stopped by Tai Kee Wonton in San Jose, and they're very well known for their Taiwanese wonton soup, which you can get a small size for $7.50. But when we were in there, one of the employees recognized us, so they very kindly upgraded our small to a large. And then we also just got excited while looking at the menu and ended up ordering a few other things. So I can show you guys a few things that are on the menu that are under $12. So we have the minced pork rice, also known as lu ro fan, which is one of my favorite Taiwanese dishes. Ooh. And then we also got this gua bao, which is a Taiwanese hamburger. It's basically a pork belly bun, and it usually has pickled mustard greens, cilantro, peanut sugar.
I know they are delish.
They are delish. So yeah, we got those few things to go, but for the video, we're gonna try the wonton soup. The wonton skin looks so silky.
I know.
Cheers. The wonton skin is so thin and silky and smooth. And the filling, it's very generous. So
very
much
generous
filling.
and so delicious. A lot of strong flavor, very umami.
They also include this little, I think it's like a dumpling sauce. The sauce adds so much flavor. Like it's already really good without the sauce, and then you add the sauce and it's like extra level up.
Delish on top of delish. Delish square. Very good. It's clear broth and it's very, very delicious.
If mom says it's good soup, it is good soup because she is the soup queen. I feel like soup is your favorite food.
Yeah, and joke.
Alright, now we are at Ramen Hajime. I hope I said that correctly. They are known for having really affordable, delicious ramen. I came here not too long ago and it was $10 for their tonkotsu ramen, but they must have recently raised the price to $12. So thankfully, we're still under our $12 limit. So yes, it comes with 2 slices of pork belly, some green onion, wood ear mushroom, and lots of noodles. Ooh, look at those noodles. Let's give it a try. It's so nice. The noodles soak up the flavor of the broth really well. Even just slurping the noodles alone, you get that like strong pork rich flavor. They have a little bit of a chew to it, which I personally love. I'm gonna try a piece of the pork belly. It's a perfect balance between lean and fatty. Like it's still very, very tender, so it's not tough at all, but it's also not like so fatty where it just like completely melts in your mouth. It's like a very nice balance between the two.
This is really yummy. You know, usually ramen is not my thing.
Yeah, mom doesn't really like ramen at all. Like when I told her we were coming here, she was not excited.
No, but it changed my mind.
Really?
So delicious.
Let's give this broth a try. Ooh, such a nice pork flavor. It has a creaminess to it as well. This is so comforting. Wow.
Whoa! Somebody has spent some real time on that soup.
Oh yeah?
It's very deep in flavor. I really like it.
Alright, for our final stop, we are at Madras Café in Sunnyvale, and they're known for all their different kinds of dosas. They have so many on the menu, but we got their Mysore masala dosa, and on the inside it comes with like onions, garlic, tomato, lentils. This thing is literally huge. Like, look at how big this is. It comes with these like dipping sauces. So we're basically just gonna rip off a piece, and you can see that filling on the inside. And you can also see how thin that dosa is too. Alright, we're gonna dip it into this sauce. Cheers. Wow, so light and crispy on the outside, and then on the inside it's a bit soft too.
Yeah, that sauce has a big kick.
Yeah, I'm feeling the tingles, and you can taste that like masala flavor as well.
I love it.
Let's try this sauce. Cheers.
It tastes a little bit of some raw vegetables, a puree.
Yeah, very vegetable-y. Let's try this one. It's like a deeper orange color. Cheers. It's like a warm, comforting lentil, almost like a soup even. And then last but not least, we have this green sauce at the end. Cheers. That might be my favorite one. It has that like cilantro, a little spicy.
The first one and the last one, Thai.
Alright, so that's it for this top 10 cheap eats video. Let us know in the comments if there's any cheap eats that we missed that you guys want us to try. And maybe we could do like a part 2 possibly.
Yay! Don't forget to thumbs up the video on this one.
Thumbs up the video, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!